I love you.
I love you too.
In Kanenankomba village, Hoima City, is where the parents of this 7-year-old boy stay. The mother's pregnant story is real. At 35, doctors asked her to do a 3D scan, warning that babies conceived after 35 often come with complications. After the scan, Katsabi's world turned upside down. A 3D scan revealed her baby had a heart issue, so she sought a second opinion. After birth, the baby was a no-show like her other kids, being weak, sweating and struggling. Doctors advised her to wait till he was 6 weeks to do a test that cost shillings 700,000, with the results confirming Down syndrome, leaving her in tears and wondering how she was going to care for him.
And it has to be sent out to South Africa. And when it came back after 1 week, it confirmed that Rowan had Down syndrome. I remember crying a lot for like 2 weeks non-stop.
Her plight worsened when medics told her that the boy had a heart hole in his heart, needing shillings 70 million surgery in India. Katsabe ran to friends and raised funds, but when they reached India, doctors told her the son's heart was too small to be operated on and she had to wait for 3 months in India.
My routine was to just breastfeed Rowan. Remember, he wasn't breastfeeding, but I had to express the milk into a bottle and then feed him. And we saw Rowan gain weight. Therefore, he was able to do the heart surgery.
After a successful operation, Rowan survived and is now 7 years old and in school. Unfortunately, he is yet to read and write on his own due to weakness of the muscles.
He has gone ahead to join school, and not a special needs school. He's able to wake up like any other normal child, prepare himself and go to school.
His teachers say they embraced him like any other child, and over time he has been improving.
As we speak now, Rowan can now socialize with his friends. Rowan can now use toilet minus being escorted.
Is very much interested in the hands-on activities like puzzle fixing, like Play-Doh. The hands are still soft.
Katsabe says a lot of parents have these children in their families, but many call it witchcraft and never give them care.
Because even me myself, some family members were telling me that must be a curse. It must be witchcraft. I remember people telling me, you start praying and fasting. How can you have such a child?
Someone is not made us. So these are the cases that we see. We find children of Down syndrome down there in our villages. They are being tied down to the poles by ropes. They are undergoing a lot of child abuse because the parents think this child is a burden.
Dr. Mark Kunihira, an expert in Down syndrome from AAR Clinic, says the numbers of children born with Down syndrome are worrying.
That for every 1,000 children born, there will be one that has Down syndrome. Now, 1 in 1,000 looks small, but when you put it on a larger scale and you put it, for example, Uganda has about 44 million people. When you put it to that scale, you'd actually know that there's a lot that is happening. There's quite a number of children with Down syndrome.
Dr. Kunihira equally says this is common with women who produce above the age of 35.
Also, we're not saying that it's hereditary as per se, but we're saying if there is a family history of Down syndrome in your family, it's very likely that you're going to have, at a certain point, a child with Down syndrome. Also, maternal conditions, medical conditions like diabetes during pregnancy can also predispose a child to Down syndrome.
Upon going through this challenge, Katsabe was forced to start an initiative dubbed Rowan Down Syndrome Awareness Center. However, funding remains a challenge.
And so when I returned from India, I decided that I was going to start raising awareness, and that's how we set up the NGO as well, which is Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center.
But also the other thing is to increase funding. Because sometimes we find that these children maybe need to fly out to have maybe a heart surgery, and it's not able to be done here.
The medics are now advising people, especially those above 35, to always do a medical checkup whenever they are pregnant.
Plus, we are saying even if the children are born, you're prepared early. You should, that we know we have done a genetic karyotyping in earlier childhood. in pregnancy, we explain to you the challenges that you're likely to face with this child, and such that you're mentally prepared. Because it is very important to have a parent who is mentally up to the task of looking after this child.
I have seen that early intervention is key. Because we got to know early for Rowan, and we started seeking support very early. The heart surgery was done early. Rowan had to do physiotherapy to support him, speech therapy to help him start speaking. Basically, he got a lot of support.
Alan Masigwa, this is my story.